Okay, as you know, I am Professor Kosta Kosmanovic, and I am Vice Rector of University of Art in Belgrade, and I have a very long speech. Okay, all of us are very welcome to our cameraman.
In the period of 5 days between October the 1st and October the 5th, student workshop was held as a complementary event to the Danube's Design Conference. Students from Romania, Bulgaria, Serbia, Russia, Hungary, Croatia, Bosnia-Herzegovina took part and formed a group of 17 young men and women united over this year's theme, Technology and Lifestyle. On the first day, after a warm welcome and cold rain, students were gathered and a task was given to them. Few moments being puzzled, they soon engaged their little grey cells and started to work. Since the time for making concepts was only 5 days, basic ideas were of our major priority, and detailed technical aspects of material and manufacturing were not much taken into consideration. After the first phase in the workshop, students were joined by an expert lecturer from a company that produces polyethylene products, and students were able to learn everything about the possibilities of material and to ask all that they needed for their projects. The task was actually very simple, and it is explained as follows. The wealth of rivers in Danube region is not used enough in the means of life quality of their inhabitants, or at least in the means related to free time. Small number of floating structures does not allow the development of river tourism, not only as an economic category but as well as a way of getting people and countries closer together. Number of floating houses made for relaxation is very small compared to the number of citizens and the length of the river banks. There are no floating platforms for swimmers with integrated pools for youngest, and there are no platforms for fishermen. Many things that are useful do not exist. The aim of the workshop was that students, through fun exchange of experience, gathered knowledge, and with application of current materials and technologies, try to give ideas for some of the mentioned problems or for problems that they themselves saw that existed. During these 5 days, we tried to think of several systems which would be consisted of different compatible elements. By joining of these elements, it would be possible to make floating platforms for various purposes and with the possibility of expansion and upgrading. Material expected to be used in this occasion is high-density polyethylene, which would be formed by blowing. As in finished products, polyethylene was most commonly seen as plastic containers for water or gasoline, or in form of plastic barrels made for various purposes. Second day of the workshop, students were taken to the river, and they were given the opportunity to see for themselves the needs and behavior of riverbank inhabitants. They could witness strange constructions and interesting raft accessories.
Trampolina era mais brutto. Non ce l'ho nostra.
Floating and the distance between from the water, and because when put on the water,
Visible blue.
Soon students formed small groups after a session of brainstorming and got involved in further concept exploration.
Onda smo vidjeli da treba 4. Obavezno.
Šta taj eksperiment treba da dokaže?
Treba ništa. Na kraju. Znali smo onda te. Ne te jače. Treba da bude dugo.
You don't need translation. You combine these elements with something like this and unusual.
Don't you want to like yeah, but something comes into Znači cijelo je kompleks bio sa šestogodišnjim modulima koji bi napravili neku niku.
The topic chosen here was picked up in hope to be continued in future Danube design workshops. The river is the one that binds us, and the idea of unity floats between its shores. Danube, and the metaphor that it carries through Europe, holds a vast range of design possibilities, and we hope that they will be explored in the future that comes. After several sleepless nights, mostly related to clubbing and parties, students managed to come up with interesting design proposals. They range from beehive segments to big air crates, and they all solve different problems in their specific ways. But anyway, we think it is the best way the students present their designs themselves.
This first concept comes from the seeking of needs in what floating platforms mean like for Danube. The search to use simple forms, but in the meanwhile we try to find solutions for the present needs by searching ingenious ideas. The present platform represents one module who can be assembled together with other platforms that could become a support for building houses or to make a batch of activities with commercial recreative features. In this we have presented a fish tank with separated walls that could be removed in accordance with the necessities. When all the walls are removed, the tank becomes a swimming pool. We use high-density polyethylene pipes and cheaper material with very good resulting when it is used in wet environment. Thanks. The second project is developed around more complex forms, following the growth of comfort on the floating panels. With the materials and shapes that are used here, we decrease balance produced by the water streams and increase the aesthetic. We have 4 caps fixed between them with a frame of hoops that ties both empty cans and panel on top. The position of the tight caps make a good balance and floatage of the entire structure. That's it.
The idea is that simple shapes can be combined individually depending on user needs. The 3-part system of simply shaped elements have multiple combining possibilities. The combination of the main elements, a 230-liter rectangular block, and the other 2 modules present a perfect base for houses on water or berths in places where water is still. Due to the U-profile connection between the blocks, separation of modules in case of damage is simplified. Each of the blocks has a safety dent on the top. And that's it.
The concept is the look-like honeycombs. The raft contains models that are made of 3 parts. The first part is the cage made of material profiles. Its purpose is to make the rigid base construction for polyethylene barrels of the floor panels. Connection gives us capability to replace easily the damaged barrels without moving the other cages. We create a restaurant on the river where people can enjoy their privacy in soft of separated islands made of groups and models. The so-called islands are different sizes dependent of numbers of guests for the table that is on it. These groups are connected with bridges also made of models. The connection make the different shape of the base construction, and because of that we have the empty spaces between them which can be used for the decorative river plants. The ambient lighting can also bring some special effects on water. Goodbye.
Imagine having a film festival held in a floating cinema. Imagine watching your favorite movie from the middle of the river. Imagine a slight breeze while watching the latest romantic movie. The system, which is created by using only 2 elements modules, is providing a new way of entertainment. By combining the 2 elements, A, the basic element module, and B, the chair element module, in various ways, the system can be transformed from a completely flat surface to the real cinema with its rows and aisles. The elements are made by blowing of polyethylene. Due to its light weight and rather small dimensions, 1 square meter, the elements are easily transported. Tired of movies? Imagine the same system used for theater, plays, symphonic orchestra, congresses, lectures, and much more.
So everyone is a child inside, and a child who like playing and constructing something. And we want to give a possibility to everyone to realize his wishing. And for it we want to present you our project It is a game, a construction. And with this one game, you can model in your style of life, your place. You can model everything you can even think about, from playground, furniture, different enjoying things, as slides for children and so on. And we have two ways of realizing it. The one way is to construct it using only one model. And this model was a square first, and now, as you can see, it has different shapes in each side. So it is flat, here it is rounded, here also flat, but in different way. And you can roll it and combine in different ways, just as you want. And you have just millions of possibilities to make different shapes. And also you have a small element to combine those parts. It is Arabic, and you just have put two models which you have, and to screw it in holes. And holes, you have everything just in different parts of this model. So this is an example how you can use those models, and sure, you can make just everything you can think, everything you can imagine. So we give you a possibility to be a child. And another variant is to use not just one model, but different. Also, you in this way have two levels. One for the base, and the second type of model is for the second level, which is actually the working level. And the modules of the base, they are connecting the same way as the other project, and because of the shape, the second level don't need a special connection. Only it should be put on the first level. This shape also gives you the possibility to build it as you wish. So if you just take it and go to construct something interesting, something as you want, and to enjoy it. That's all.
Okay.
Again.